Go ahead.
So much of the metal.
What is happening? His whole face will be bloody at this point.
That's the point! Metal, man. That's right.
That's why I don't listen to it.
So hardcore.
I'm a meek and mild man. All right.
Yeah, okay. Until the show tune comes on, then you get kind of crazy.
That's right. I got the horse right here. His name is Paul Revere.
Hamilton.
Okay, so, folks, this is a BackTalk where we're going to be talking about the GAMA Trade Show that we just read and MeepleCon.
Mm-hmm.
We are, if you're talking about something here
GAMA
specifically, we can respond to that. And then we might take a few questions at the end. So that's how that's going to work. We're streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. However, if you're on Twitch, we're glad you're here, but we'll be taking the questions from YouTube eventually. Okay, so GAMA.
Twitching.
I'm twitching, man.
The GAMA Trade Show, real quick, GAMA is a Game and Manufacturers Association. It is a trade organization where they get together. It's a closed industry conference where publishers, distributors, designers, manufacturers, and retailers get together.
Yes.
Did you miss anybody?
Press.
Well, yeah, we kind of get in there too sometimes.
Yes.
So this year they moved from...
That's the big one. That's the big piece of news there is that they moved. It used to be in Vegas.
Yes.
Now it's in Reno.
Reno.
That's basically what we're going to be talking about, I assume.
Yeah, mostly,
Right,
right?
I mean-
A lot of it.
Well, the move to Reno is, I would say, like 7/10 better. I feel like
7/10 better.
the 3/10 that are not better is the travel.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Going out one extra city. Well, we had bad experience, but even without the bad experience, it's an extra
more
3
expensive.
or 4 hours, and it's more expensive to get there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you care about this sort of thing, which I don't, you can't. Reno isn't like go out and see the stuff like Vegas is.
True. Although our Uber was telling us that Peppermill is kind of off the beaten path.
It is.
It's not downtown Reno.
If you want to go hiking mountains and stuff, there's also a lot of that in Reno.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, you
Getting
go to
bitten by a...
Lake Tahoe is
wolf
only a
or
couple hours away as well. So there's stuff to do.
There is, but it's not Vegas,
It's
right?
not
if
Vegas,
you want the Vegas experience, you're not quite getting it in Reno.
But I didn't care about that.
I didn't
That's-
care myself personally
yeah, that's
either.
A positive for me, yeah.
And I thought that the hotel itself was very nice. The Peppermill was,
Extremely nice.
yeah, it was. There was a lot to do in it. It was felt taken care of. It felt like there was. I mean, it was a good experience overall. From the hotel point of view, it was great.
Yeah, there was like 7 different places to eat.
Yeah. Fun stuff to do in
The
there.
rooms were, for what you got in those rooms,
Rooms
were
are
fairly
very nice,
inexpensive.
Very nice rooms.
They
Best-
were very inexpensive.
The best internet speed we've ever had at any
Hands
convention.
down.
Like times 10.
Actually, it's better internet speed that we currently have here at the studio.
That's true, it is.
It was amazingly fast.
It's over twice as good as our speed here. What do you want me to do?
That's like,
You want to start a casino in the living room?
no, that's a bad idea. Let's not do that.
There's a few legalities that would cause a
Yeah,
problem.
no, that's not good.
But overall, it was very well run. You would not have known it was the first year it was there.
Correct.
It seemed like it was on the ball. The exhibit hall looked exactly the same, frankly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
The convention center itself was separate from the casino, which I liked. You didn't have to walk through the smoke and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
True. Yes.
Yes.
You still had to walk through the casino to get through get the different restaurants and things to do within
Yes.
the.
if you wanted to, though,
Right.
you did not have to go to those restaurants.
Correct.
We just chose to go there and eat sushi.
That's true.
And
It's Brian Pope's fault.
Are you? The other night I was like, I could eat some sushi. It took me a week.
I'm good to go.
I like sushi. I could have eaten sushi, and not
the next day. No way.
The next day, just not at the magnanimity
I actually
that we
took
did that
one that
night.
no one noticed, and I palmed it. I had it that evening. It's a midnight snack.
All right, let's.
So what else are we talking about here? Games. How about general trends of games? You want to talk about that? What you spot, what you see, what seems to be a thing?
Well, we were just talking about this morning. Roll and write seems to be coming in, although I don't think I saw more than 2
I
there.
gotta meet that cat.
See, you even
pronounced
pronouncing
it super
slowly.
carefully. Roll and write.
He pronounced his name wrong. It's Roland Wright, y'all.
So there's that.
Those are hot. Ever since Yahtzee killed it, everybody's like, oh, I got to get in on that Yahtzee action. So those are hot. There seem to be a lot of
IPs are definitely hot.
Yes.
Yes.
That's where it's at.
Everything.
I think it's hilarious how at one point it used to be that you couldn't get far away enough from IPs. You know, anything you saw that had some intellectual property from anything, never mind popular TV shows of the time, you knew those games were going to be bad. Right?
Yeah.
I remember I played once a game that was based on King Kong, the remake of King Kong, like the Peter Jackson one.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty awesome.
This game is one of the worst things I've ever played. It is ultimately a kids game, but I played it with kids, and it was horrific, right?
They left
and that
adults.
they left having no innocence. This is what you would expect. I mean, that's what it was. Now, that's the rage. We even have one game based on a video game, that Agents of Mayhem coming out from.
That's right.
Coming out from Academy Games.
There's 5 Harry Potter games, 3 Robotech games. There's a game based on Pacific Rim. There's games based on old properties like, the
Centipede and all that kind
Oh,
of
the
stuff.
old Atari things.
Old
It
Atari
is.
games.
It's
Yes.
crazy. There's so many IPs. I would say that's the one thing that I think the industry, they're like all falling over themselves to line these up.
Well, I think they're probably trying to ride that nostalgia wave that is huge right now.
What if you get the rights to Ready Player One? Can you then? Do you have the rights to everything?
That's printing money, whoever gets that license. You know that.
Wow.
No, I mean Ready Player One has Star Wars in it. It has.
Does it have Star Wars in it? Have you seen Star Wars stuff
I
in
read
it?
an article where they said that they were allowed to have a few of the minor things from Star Wars.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean,
Iron
they've got
Giant.
King Kong is in there, and they've got obviously Back to the Future, and it's crazy.
I'm kind of wanting to see the movie just for the Easter eggs.
Right, sure. Yeah.
I might go see that tonight.
That's not out.
Yeah, it is.
That's out?
I don't know if it's out or not.
That comes out today, maybe? Okay.
I don't
Anyway, IPs, certainly. There were a few roll and write, like you said. I saw a couple of Viking games. The general trend seems to be also generally silly party games, the kind of thing that sells a bunch of copies at like Targets and things like that, right? There's a
Yeah.
lot of that.
That's
a lot of
It's
silly
not out. It's next week. Sorry.
blam in your face.
Pacific Rim Uprising is out.
I'm going.
That is also,
Are you?
Ready Player.
I
Two?
I don't know about tonight.
No, probably
but
not.
That's something I'm going to go see.
That movie probably sucks.
Okay, so anyway, some questions about GAMA
First one's
specifically.
good.
These will give us some talking points. Did we feel hobbled by not being able to film anything on the floor of GAMA? Other people did, they said.
Yes.
Yeah, but this, I think, is just them getting the new location and all. Even though other people did, we were told not to, so we just figured we should.
I don't know, maybe what they're saying is other
we
people
should do
did
what we were
feel
told not to
hobbled,
do,
I think
yeah.
is what they're saying.
No, it said other people were filming
other
on the
people
game floor with
definitely
their
filmed
mobile
on the
devices.
They were definitely.
okay.
in
Well,
there
maybe that
filming.
didn't get out to everybody anyway. They didn't tell maybe the retailers not to.
Right, right.
They just told us not to.
That's true. So I definitely wanted to have the freedom to go in there and talk to some publishers on my vlog, but didn't. So
Yeah,
whatever.
again, not a huge thing. It's just,
It's the way it was.
We'll see what happens. We were able to talk to a lot of publishers, and you're seeing all that stuff go up in this week anyway.
Yeah.
Why the name Peppermill?
No idea. You got to ask them.
I think about a Peppermill.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
They
the
brought
other
it to every
place-
meal,
the
and they were like, "Do you want pepper?"
The other place is called the Cannery, and it's about a cannery. That's what used to be there. So maybe this was a pepper mill factory before.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they actually use salt water in the showers.
The shower?
Yeah.
As long as it's not pepper water.
That would be horrible.
Ah!
One thing people have been asking, like, what's the big news from this convention? And it felt like there was a lot of games announced, but they were all small games.
Well, it's like I was saying, it sort of feels like there's a big push towards like the happy salmons in the world.
But not just that, I think there's big games coming, but no one wanted to release them at GAMA. See, it used to be they would announce all this stuff to retailers at GAMA, and it would slowly seep out. Now, if they announce it, one person, we were talking to Dawn last night, and she said that one guy was in the place where they announced Monster Apocalypse 2, and while he was sitting there, he got a tweet from one of his guys in his store telling him about this.
Wow.
And he knew it because he was there where they announced it. And it had bounced to that guy and bounced back to him that fast.
Wow.
So the news is just out there, right? If you announce anything
Well,
at GAMA, it's going to be out instantly.
Right.
That's our information age.
So why? But again, it still ties back to why would they not want to announce big
Well,
games?
because they might want to hold off. They're not sure on a date. Is it coming out at Gen Con? Is it being pushed back later? And maybe they just want to hold this announcement for somewhere else, maybe.
That could be, but I also think that they prioritize when they're talking to store owners the games that they know store owners are going to move a bunch of copies of.
Yes. I think
They will
that's-
sell,
yeah,
you
I
know,
agree with that.
like when they release some massive big game, that store will sell 4. Happy Salmon, that store will sell 400.
Right. And that even kind of trickles down. I went to Games Workshop's table the first night that they had the open gaming night thing, and they weren't showing the 2 new titles that they have coming out this year. They were showing what they think is going to make money, and that was Shadespire. So
Right, the one that's already
out
working.
and in the works. Yeah. So I agree with that. Where the target audience that they're coming to here are people that are going to be selling the games, not people who are going to be talking about what's coming out new.
Right. If you're a Gen Con, though, people who go there,
Yeah.
they'll buy the big games. Those folks are there to go home with a pallet of games.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the difference, I think.
Did we learn anything about the retailer program? GAMA's starting to give brick and mortar stores early copies of games.
I did not.
Nope.
Yeah, I know that it was listed in the program. There's like 5 games. One's the yellow Decrypto. And I don't know how well this will take off. I mean, obviously the companies are pushing for it, but we'll have to see. I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't heard about that.
My only concern about that program, forget the whole retail, online versus local retailer. What about the people who just don't have a local store to go to?
Right.
Again, I guess I don't ever worry too much about that either because you don't need to have a game when it first comes out.
True.
You really don't. There's so many
If
games
it really
out there.
means that much to you, you'll find a way to get to a store that has it.
Gamers will find a way.
No, they will.
It's a new Jurassic Park. How'd you get that game? It's not out
I
yet.
spared no
I
expense.
found a way.
I drove across the country. I spared no
find a way.
expense.
Did you prefer the recording base being in the suite versus being in a room off to the side of the floor?
Yes.
Yeah.
100% yes. Now, there was a few cool things about being right up the floor, like
True.
some publisher might wander to be like, hey, and that sort of thing happened.
Sure.
But we were competing with the noise last year. We were in the same room as Board Game Geek, so we had
And
to
other
kind
folks,
of
right? I think.
Yeah, but and the people coming in and talking.
Right.
So there was that thing. In the suite, though, we were able to, when we were done for the day, we'd be like, thank you, clicked, left the room, locked the door, and we
Right.
were fine. That was great. Also, the suite was really nice.
Really nice.
Had nice backdrops and
It was very. I thought it was the experience of the interviews, the setup, all of that was. I thought
We also had
way enhanced.
We also had Corey and I can't remember his friend's name.
The Cookie Man.
those were amazing
yes.
cookies.
Corey and the Cookie Man.
They brought in snacks for us and for all of the people that we had coming in as guests, and so
We had couches
a nice,
you could sit on.
We had a nice spread. We had couches. It was so comfortable in that suite.
It
was
felt
so-
really like we were like coming to the suite.
I know, right? It was very cool.
It was really nice, and it wasn't that far from the floor. They just went up an elevator and came. The ones who figured it out, there was a couple people. There was 2 towers, and so.
Yeah.
But I think
I guess my only complaint about the entire place, the Peppermill, would be that if I had to pick one, is that it's a little tricky to get around because it was a little cavernous. Maybe that's not the right word, but it was a little tricky. You could get turned around. That's it. Everything else I thought of the location was fantastic.
How'd the publishers react to filming in the suite versus right across the hall? They seem fine by it. I mean, a few were like, "Where is it?" But I think now, next year we won't have that problem.
Yeah,
They'll
right.
know where it is because
Correct.
they found it this year. And we got everyone's contact information, so we were able to text them and email them and say, "This is where it's at."
Right.
Let's see. Player 1 comes out next Friday, yes. Pacific Rim 2 comes out today.
Oh.
Let's see. Did anyone crack open a $20 Toblerone from the minibar? Was there one in there?
$20? No.
What?
I
would have had I known the Toblerone bar was there. I love Toblerone.
Yeah, but it's $20.
I don't care. I'll eat my 10th of it.
I'm pretty sure that would
Yeah.
come out of my pocket.
I'll give you $2. Don't worry.
I took a bite. You're like, I took a bite.
They
That's
don't
it.
charge you for just a part you ate, You don't go downstairs
No,
and
I
they're like
didn't.
$20 for and they're like, oh, you only.
There
What is a
wasn't-
Toblerone?
It's the triangular,
triangular
chocolate.
chocolate.
Oh, that stuff is overrated.
Disgusting.
You are wrong.
All right.
Plain, flat out wrong.
It ain't $20.
Captain White Hat, you are wrong.
Bad. I agree with you, Thomas.
I didn't know it was there. So
Well, this
Good
is
for
another
you.
smart move we made in the sense we got Corey to bring us in lots of drinks. I mean, a lot of drinks, and we
Yeah.
just stuffed our fridges both full of drinks.
Yes,
And
yes,
again,
yes.
that saved us oodles of money.
And it was very
Hopefully, Peppermill's
convenient.
not watching.
I don't know. I don't know
Convenient.
about oodles of money, but it definitely
the-
saved
If
it.
we had drunk those from the hotel fridges,
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
but I
that'd save us.
didn't.
But I mean, otherwise we'd have to go somewhere else to get it.
Correct. It's convenience.
Or
It saves us
you-
a ton of
You
problematic.
just go buy a water bottle for like $3.50 and then keep that water bottle and refill it.
And drink water? What am
Yes.
I, a peasant?
Yes,
no.
you are. Anyway,
Water is not good for you last time I checked.
well, not in Flint, Michigan, but
For Yellow, I was surprised Allison Hayslip wasn't doing the presentation. Is she still Yellow's brand ambassador, or has she moved to other things?
oh,
Oh, that's interesting.
interesting.
We didn't
No,
even
I
ask you.
I did not even think of
No,
it.
I didn't even think about
of it yet.
her not being there.
Huh.
It is 2018. She might have been
We-
just the
we
2017.
Also, didn't spend a whole lot of time in the hall. I know you did.
Well, no, I actually didn't. I went through it.
Oh,
and
you
that was
didn't?
on. Yeah,
I
had
barely
all-
So
went in there.
maybe she was there, and we just
She was
didn't
not by their
notice?
booth. But
Okay.
any of the times.
It's
it went
just
by.
possible she couldn't
also,
make
if she
it to
had
the
been
show.
there,
I don't know.
Stefan would have come in with a trumpet. He would have.
It's also possible that she couldn't make it to this show, but she's still working with them.
Yeah.
We have no idea
So
about
many
that.
different variables there.
Was the weather surprising in Reno?
No. I liked the fact that it was cool. It was also neat that it snowed the last night we were there.
Did a little bit, yeah.
That was cool. But I mean, no, it
Very
wasn't.
dry weather is the only thing, but it didn't surprise me that it was dry. I knew that going in.
That wasn't that dry at Reno.
It was
mean,
fairly
the
dry
fact-
in Reno, and then in Vegas,
The
super
fact that
dry.
it snowed, it tells you that it's not dry because that is actually humidity. You realize that, right?
Wait, what? No.
Moisture in the air it makes it, yeah, and it gets cold enough, it starts snowing.
Otter
What? No.
Kramer has said he will bring you some Toblerone at Essen.
Oh gosh. Can I? Maybe
gonna-
I should ask
We're
for
gonna
something.
leave with a
Gee.
suitcase.
Now that we said we were like, meh, we're not getting it either.
I don't want any of that. I'm not a big chocolate guy. You know this. But what
Yeah.
should I ask for then?
We should start actually. Here's what we like: nice snacks, and that's it. We want to be super generic on this because we found that if we say we are interested in anything, we get a gazillion of that one thing. Like at UK Games Expo last year, we had gallons.
I do
really-
like weird snacks. That's kind of my thing. I think you're like that too.
I do.
I tend to like Maseratis.
Oh my gosh.
No, but what do we get at UK Games Expo? We got gallons of Iron Brew.
Iron Brew.
And then we tell people we like Stroop waffles at Essen.
Although
We had
Iron
so many of
Brew
those.
is being taken off the market.
Why?
They're changing the
formula.
of it, so it's
I hope
going to
they
taste
make it blue.
different.
People were like stockpiling it. It was very funny. There were
Yeah.
articles about people stockpiling it.
Iron Blue is the new.
No,
They're called Iron Brew. They're removing some of the sugar, I think, right? And people were like, "What? This is no longer a good cure for a hangover. Stockpile it." It was great. It's a good read.
Here's a question that we were going to talk about anyway. Did you have much free time after the trade show closed for the day?
Yeah, I think so, right? I mean, once we wrapped up, there were fairly long days.
It felt more
but
free time than other conventions because we didn't start too early. It was like a 9 to 5 day.
Yeah.
It was, and we took a good lunch break.
Yeah.
At night, on Monday and Wednesday, there were people playing games, but they were very crowded. It felt even more crowded
mainly
than
for the
previous
retailers
years.
too, so we didn't want to encroach upon their time to look at new games. So we didn't really play a lot of games per se.
I spent
at those
more
game
time in the
nights.
video game arcade than I
excuse
did
me.
board games by a long shot.
I played nothing at those 2 nights, partly again because it was filled, partly because everyone was sort of playing it already, and I just sort of enjoyed going around looking at the things. I didn't necessarily need to play them there, you know, and just saying hello to folks and seeing what was going on, kind of enjoying the
Well, it
vibe.
helped that we knew we were going to MeepleCon, so we knew
Yeah.
in a few days we were going to play.
Oh, sure.
True.
The arcade there, though, was really fun. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Had my favorite air hockey game of all time. That Pac-Man one
Yeah.
is amazing.
It's
That's fun.
fantastic.
It's there was 4-player Mario Kart, giant Space Invaders, like 6 pinball machines. We played Deal or No Deal.
Quite a bit.
Why did we play that so much?
Much more than you would assume.
Well, we played it one at a time.
I played it once.
We
I
played it
only-
one at a time, and then
I
we'll
think I
see who
only
can get
played it once,
the
too,
most
but-
tickets.
Did anyone beat me at the end there?
What did you get,
I
75?
No, I got a lot. I got like 400.
Oh,
But no one beat you.
nobody cared though, so it was okay.
Everybody cared from the way they were
Nobody
going at
cared.
People were really yelling a lot.
it. Everybody was getting into it. I played once, I think, yeah.
So then after GAMA, we went to MeepleCon. MeepleCon is back in
Slowly.
Vegas.
Yeah, very slowly.
Oh, we got on the plane.
We could have driven to Vegas in the time it took us to fly there.
Yes.
The actual thing wasn't so bad. We got on the plane. We're like, yeah, come on.
Then we sat there for about 45 minutes or so.
Right, and they were like, we're going to
half
get a
hour,
guy to come
45
look at
minutes,
this.
yeah.
We have
Oh,
a-
wait, the guy's union, so he's taking his time. Oh, the guy refuses to fix the plane. We're like, you got to get off.
We don't have a contract with these people.
Then we got off the plane and like, even though there's a plane to Vegas about to leave, yours has been canceled. And then they said, oh, it's been rescheduled for midnight.
Not canceled. Now you're rescheduled, right?
Now, happily, we're like, all right. It wasn't like we were like in misery. We went out to eat. We then sat in chairs for a while. It just was that we then got to Vegas, and
At
it was
2 o'clock
really
in the
tiring
morning
when we got
Yeah,
there.
right. We expected to be there at like 5 in the afternoon and got there at 2 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
So but we were able to sleep in the next day and then go down to MeepleCon. MeepleCon
Yeah.
is at the East Side Cannery, which is a thing because our taxi driver.
It was like, which cannery?
I said the East Side Cannery.
And then he was like, which East Side Cannery? And we're like, the only one. There is another cannery, but it's not called the East
It's like
Side.
the West Side Cannery or something.
Yeah, or the whatever, something else. But there's definitely just one called the East Side Cannery. But yes, we went there. It's been there before. It's been at the same place for the last couple of
I
years.
want to say it's the 4th MeepleCon, maybe? I don't remember. But
Third. It was the 4th MeepleCon. It's the 3rd one that we've been to, I think.
right. We it's about 600 people. It's super chill con.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Super chill con.
There's
that's
like
correct.
a few events. There's a tiny flea market. There's a small make a game and prototype and have people
They have
play
a
it.
flea market there? I missed that.
Sunday morning.
It was Sunday morning.
Oh.
It was in the very, very back. There's just some people selling games.
Oh, I didn't
I bought
know
some
about that.
Arcadia Quest figures for my kids.
Hey, you gotta warn a brother.
Right.
Warn a brother next time. You know I love
For
that stuff.
kids.
You weren't even there yet, I don't think. You
No,
came in late Sunday.
He was still in the room.
I was probably asleep thinking to myself, oh, I wish I had a flea market.
No.
So anyhow,
Man, you
but
don't
and
know.
then we ran 2 Wits and Wagers games. But other than that, it's just open gaming.
It is.
Yeah.
And they have a little library as well at the front. You can check out games from there. They got some nice stuff up there.
They do run events like Teach. Like they had down the one side they had tables set up where workers, volunteers would teach you how to play games at certain times throughout the day.
And
So they had a whole bunch of that stuff. They had a whole bunch of
play to win
stuff at the front. Yeah, so they had a whole bunch of smaller events like that. But for the most part, it's just open play.
And then they got some vendors along the side as well.
Yellow was there, Eagle Griffin was there, Mayday was there.
Yes.
And then those were the publishers.
Or a couple of
Art
local-
Games was there.
Yes. A couple of local stores.
Right.
Yep, a few local stores, a couple of knick-knacky type places
Which
like
were cool. Those were cool.
Dice Towers and Dice, what do you call those things? Trays, yes.
They had,
and
there was
bags
one
as
booth
well.
I enjoyed that they had sort of trinkets, like necklaces and things like that, and rings and stuff like that. I like that stuff. I like looking through it. So yeah.
We also had a chance to meet many of our West Side contributors. The
West
Brothers
Side.
Mirth were there. Board Game Blitz was there.
Correct.
Who
else was there?
Forgetting.
You're gonna forget somebody.
Oh, the Brothers Murph.
Yeah, I said that. Well, they were there.
Brothers. I always think the Brothers Grimm whenever I.
Brothers Grimm.
The Brothers Grimm. Ambi was there, and
Her husband Toby.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of people that we met from previous years. Like, I mean, oh yeah, I remember you friends from last year. There was a lot of that. And
Tony, Tony, the guy that taught us the poop game originally.
Yeah, I got to play with him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Tony, he's a good guy. I like playing with him a lot.
I played 18 or 19 games.
Wow.
Yeah, I love these conventions over Gen Con sometimes. It's just nice to sit down and play
18
games.
Or 19. Gee whiz. I don't even think I made a dent in that.
Well, I played a lot of short games too. The longest game I played Zolkin. I played La Havre.
Those are not short games.
I know.
Oh,
I played like 8 probably.
I played
Good amount.
Deep Sea Adventure, Strike, Dungeon Pets.
Strike doesn't count as a game.
Yes, it does.
If it counts, then I played an extra game.
Now you gotta make me start over. Dungeon Pets, Deep Sea Adventures, Strike, Champions of Midgard, Blood Rage, Memoir 44. Stop that. And oh man, I know I'm forgetting something. Oh, Battle for Rokugan. So that's 7. And there's probably a couple
Wits and
others.
Wagers.
Yeah, that doesn't count. That's a show that we run. I didn't actually play that.
You technically did not play. Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
You shouted out the times.
I did.
But yeah, I can't tell you how much I really like this con. It is.
It's super fun.
It's
super
just.
fun.
It's hard to explain. It's like it's such a. The location's kind of
like-
chill. You go
I like the
downstairs, eat some
place.
food, come right back up.
Yeah.
Nobody's in. It seems to be in a hurry there at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, never.
No, I like that location a lot.
There's
I know
not
it's
even
like really
the-
off the beaten path, right? Like you're way away from the Vegas Strip. But I like it. It's a casino, hotel casino ambiance of the whole thing. I enjoy it. And the food's not great, right? It's not like, wow, this is really good food. Whereas Peppermill was great food.
It was a little, but it was
it's
a lot
fine.
cheaper than Peppermill
Yeah,
too.
but it's fine. Right,
Yeah.
right. No, I liked it. I always have a good time there.
Yeah, the food was like open at like late at night.
Was it?
At the cannery?
Remember I got that milkshake for my
I
friend?
don't. Man, that's two
For your
things now.
friend.
That's 2 things, man. Milkshake, you don't call a brother.
Why would I call you as I'm going to bed? I was like, I'm
Hey,
hungry for a
Z.
meal. Now let's get a milkshake. And then Sam came by and I was like, this is not for me.
You send me a text, or you send me. I caught Tom getting a shake.
All right, let's see. Let's see if anyone has any questions about MeepleCon. How do you feel about them maybe moving to the weekend before GAMA? We talked about this.
Yeah, they talked about that.
Well,
right.
Slightly.
like for us, so GAMA's work, MeepleCon is fun. And so we worked and then had fun, but we were tired having fun.
Yeah.
Would it be better to have fun when you're fresh and then work? I don't know. We'll have to see.
It's an experiment. We'll find out.
Yeah,
probably.
we'll figure it out.
Either way, I'm glad that we don't do 2 working conventions back to back. That'd be
Oh,
tough.
that would be.
The second
not
convention
fun.
would be like, welcome to the Dice Tower. Get out my face.
Yes. I mean, and we still do, like we said, a couple of game shows and such, but it's
That's not
so
work.
fun.
Yeah, that's not.
Folks there are so It's a fairly small group that gathers. It's a fairly small room that gathers to play Wits and Wagers. We do it twice, but everybody's so into it. It's a good crowd. Sam and I sometimes will sort of walk around also while Tom is mostly hosting, and it's just a good vibe when we do it there.
That's
Probably
cool.
my favorite Wits and Wagers game we do anywhere.
Really?
Because it's a small enough group
That you can
that I
interact
feel
with
like
everybody.
I connect with most everybody,
Yeah.
right? That's the
That is
difference.
good. That's
Yeah,
cool.
but that is actually how we do Wits and Wagers anymore. We don't do the big ones anymore.
Well,
the last
okay,
big one we
well,
did was
I
Dice
mean-
Tower Con, and we're done with that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we still have the same number of teams, but the teams are bigger. The larger.
No, I'm saying
the
that Dice Tower
convention.
Con got too big. So I only do Wits and Wagers now at different conventions in a smaller setting. I've done it a few times this year at the Recon, and we did it. Oh, that was a good crowd at Recon.
Yeah, it was. Very good crowd.
Recon.
The college kids who
Ohio.
screamed about
Oh,
the golf
yes,
thing.
yes, that was good.
There was that one table that was so into the game. And I didn't expect them. They looked like a bunch of jocks that came in, they sat down, and they were just like, I know golf.
Yes. That was a good one. It was all about the same size.
Who won the air hockey games?
Well, I actually kind of recorded most of one on my vlog, and in that particular one, I didn't actually show the ending, but it ended up where it was you and I think maybe Kenny against Dan and Greg Dickinson. And it looked like they were going to win because you guys scored 2 right off the bat. And we started getting cocky about it. And then they scored.
I would never be cocky
Then they
about a
scored
game.
2 right off the bat in answering. And then the whole Pac-Man thing started happening. And
If you haven't seen this stuff,
it ended up where you guys won by 20 points. Where
that's nothing in that game.
It's nothing. Yes.
If you haven't seen this Pac-Man air hockey table, then check out Sam's vlog, because it is. I mean, these guys went and found me. I was like wandering around downstairs or something. You're like, you got to come check this table out. And they're like, it was funny.
But we don't tell anybody how it works.
They gave
right?
it to me, and they're like, all right, you'll see what happens, because you're playing regular air hockey, and then eventually, and now and then it releases a bunch of smaller discs.
20 different discs.
And you just go insane, and so it's got a cool. The Pac-Man thing kind of works for it, and it's just never seen any other table do that ever.
Yeah.
Any other air
I
hockey
saw
table.
those discs where I walked up and was like, oh, I bet it releases a disc every once in a while from there. That's where the new discs come from. And this came out and it was bigger, and I was like, oh, just for show. I hate when stuff does that. And then halfway through the game, they come down and I'm like, yes! This is possibly the greatest moment of the year so far.
Yeah, it was
It's more
fun.
than my kid's graduation or...
Oh, wow.
No?
I don't know
Sorry.
about that.
They got dark.
Got dark. It was amazing. It was better than a sushi meal.
That's too much. Kids' graduation, fine, whatever. Better than the sushi meal. You went too far, sir. If I had a glove, I would take it off and slap you.
All right. Any of you played the old-style hockey game that had rods to turn the players and maneuver them? What was that called?
Foosball?
No, not foosball. No, the hockey game where you push them in and then you spin the sticks and the hockey player spins around.
Oh, whoa.
I don't know. It was like all-star hockey or something like that.
We did it at college,
Yeah, we did.
but we hardly ever played it.
It's because it was a horrible game.
But also cost money.
It did.
That's the main reason. The
Isn't that
foosball
game
tables.
usually also like soccer, though, right?
No. It had like sticks.
Oh, I know what you
I
mean.
mean, it has
Yeah,
the guy in a static pose, but he has a really long blade on his stick, and then it just does this.
Yes, okay.
I like it, but yeah, at college that costs money. While foosball, all you do is buy the ball, the ping pong ball, and then you could play as long as that ping pong ball was destroyed.
Ping pong? You don't play foosball with ping pong?
Well, at college we did.
Oh, I didn't. That's like
Did
anathema.
you get some miraculous non-ping pong ball?
No,
They had ping pong balls there.
not for foosball.
They did. Really?
I don't know about you. I guess I never played foosball then.
All right.
Sorry, I said the word foosball now.
It's called rod hockey, says someone. Someone else said dome hockey and table hockey. Bubble hockey. That you guys aren't really narrowing it down.
Bubble hockey.
I like
Hubba
bubble,
bubba hockey.
I like bubble tea. I'm hungry.
Someone said, did you find anything board game related to Flea Market that you'd never seen before?
Probably not.
No, but I did see like a couple older games, and I was like, oh yeah, it's been ages since I've seen that one. type stuff, but I don't remember what they are now.
Did you buy the
I got the Arcadia Quest stuff for a friend.
Cult to the New?
Or kids. I like Arcadia Quest. No, I don't
Was there
know.
a lot there, or was it a fairly small
No,
flea
it was
market?
pretty small. It was like 10. But again, I didn't walk over there I was in the middle of a game. So I didn't walk over there until like an hour.
And next
later.
time I got to check that out because I love any convention I go to. If they have a flea market, I'm there. I just like looking around.
Well, he was
and stuff.
saying that they weren't really like flea market prices. They were like,
Yeah, I don't even care because I don't normally get stuff. You know, it has to be a very rare thing. Like for
My
example,
favorite is the
when
gathering of friends.
gathering of
Yeah.
friends is
Those guys bring in really
They have a flea market
weird,
there? Yeah.
esoteric games that we've never seen before.
yeah. That I enjoyed. Oh, I remember. That's where I got some. Yeah, last time I bought, all I got was like a couple of promo tiles where he had the full game. I opened it, looked at it, and saw that he had a couple of promo tiles. I'm like, I'll just buy these. And then we like negotiated over just those. He kept the game. I just wanted the extra tiles because I already had the game. That's the kind of stuff I like finding at flea markets.
Would you have bought the game?
if he made you.
I
it's
almost
all or
paid as
nothing.
much for the tiles as I did for the whole thing.
Really?
Very rare.
Wow. What game was it?
You don't need to know that.
What game was it?
Shut up.
What game was it?
Blue Moon City.
Oh, I would have. I don't have Blue Moons anymore.
No,
do I?
you don't. I have your copy, and I think I got rid of it.
Well, then you don't have it.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I had your
okay,
copy,
okay.
and
If you
I think
want
I got
mine,
rid
though, I'll
of it.
sell it to you, but I'm keeping the tiles. Even if I don't have the game.
I paid too much for them tiles.
I gotta keep the tile, frame them.
Well, that is what happened with Arcadia Quest. He was selling the whole. There was all the Kickstarter stuff, and like the last Kickstarter pledge. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't want that one dragon. He's like, oh, I might sell it separately.
Sure.
It's like, I'm listening.
I like that.
Oh.
All right, so we'll answer just a couple questions, and then we're going to get going because it's the weekend soon, and we got to get stuff done. Hey, the weekend's almost here, man. I'm excited.
No.
It's a weekend when we're not traveling.
I know, right?
So
Get
there's
to-
that.
I might stay home, do wild things. Just home, watch TV.
Can you
I
not
might
get
even
a
get pizza or
partnership on
something.
Twitch if you
Insanity.
dual stream on YouTube? We actually got offered a partnership on Twitch today.
Oh.
after we streamed that
Oh,
thing,
did
it was
we?
like, you have now met all the goals. They're like really low goals. Have 3
Oh.
people watching at one time.
Oh, wow, okay.
Check.
Oh, okay, cool.
Have done like 50 videos total. All right. So it's, you know, so it was stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
No other questions? We could shut it down, I guess.
Got to be a 30-second delay.
Oh, let's do the
A lightning round.
lightning round. Something or something. Okay.
Lightning
which one
round.
would you pick?
Yes. Which one? Pick
Something
one or
or
the other.
something.
Huh?
Which one of these is not like the other?
I have one for you. Coconut or raspberry?
Raspberry, hands down.
Wrong. You?
Depends. Are we talking like
Wrong.
cream pie, or are we talking pie?
We're talking
Because-
fruit.
No.
Have you heard anything about Upper Deck revamping the core box Marvel Legendary? I've not heard that. I know that they showed me the new set for its World War Hulk. That's cool.
World War
For what?
Hulk.
Marvel Legendary.
Oh.
That's so.
Is there another Legendary Encounters coming out? Have they done any more of those?
Yeah, there's one more coming, but I don't remember what it is. But here we go. Too late. Cake or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
both together?
Wow.
Jason or a cat? Jason, 1,000 times over.
Oh my goodness.
Take
yes.
Jason as well, but I had to think about it. I'm allergic to cats.
Throat punch
Very
lunch shirt
allergic.
or throat punch lunch shirt? What?
Is that Jay?
It is.
It
What?
is.
Boo! I'm ashamed of myself for reading this shameless promotion. Cheesies or Cheetos? What's a cheesy?
It's probably got cheese in it. So does Cheetos.
Maybe they're talking about cheese puffs.
Oh yeah.
not Cheetos
Oh no,
or
Cheetos.
Cheetos?
If
Yeah,
it's cheese
Cheetos are
puffs
better.
versus Cheetos, I like the
square
crunch.
cheese things. What is that called?
Cheetos.
Cheez-Its.
Or no, Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its. Maybe that's what they meant.
That's
X-Files
maybe.
or Kolchak? Kolchak.
What is that?
Kojak. Maybe they mean Kojak.
Oh, Kojak.
Well, it says Kolchak.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll take a
Alright,
cold,
I'll go with X-Files,
hard
though.
check.
Twilight Zone or Outer Limits?
Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Summer vacation or winter vacation?
Winter.
Winter vacation.
Summer.
Summer vacation is like it's too
That's
hot
what
to
we
go
get.
outside.
Yeah, we live here. We live in it, and it's too hot.
Trading spices in the Mediterranean or trading cloth in the Mediterranean?
Spices.
Spices is more interesting.
Spice melange must flow.
Mint or synonym? Synonym. You know what I mean.
Cinnamon?
Cinnamon?
Yes.
Or synonyms?
No. Mint or cinnamon?
It's a tough one for you, huh? Mint.
Mint.
Because I don't want to say that other word. It's scary.
Toblerone or Stroop waffles?
Oh, Stroop waffles by a mile.
I agree.
Chocolate is...
I would actually probably go with Toblerone.
How about you just 2 Stroop waffles, melt the little Toblerone in there, get yourself a Sammy.
That's pretty good.
Diamant or ink and gold?
Diamant.
Diamant.
Yeah, Diamant is way
the
better.
definite new version.
I died in Diamant with the person who asked that question. Painting a Mini or changing a tire? I'd rather paint a Mini any day of the week.
Painting a Mini, definitely.
I mean, does it have to be good? Like, does it have to be painted well?
No, it
Doesn't
just
say
says
so.
painting a Mini or
Then I'll do
changing a
that,
tire.
but-
Does the tire have to be changed well?
Yes, because
You'll die if not.
If I need my tire changed, I say, Z? It happened once.
And then I'll come and be like, paint my minis while I do this. If it has to be done well, I'll change the tire.
You
but,
don't want Tom to paint your Minis.
I don't care.
Not even in paint.
Jalapeno or banana peppers?
Jalapenos.
Banana peppers by a
I
mile.
don't like either, but I'll go with jalapeno.
Sicken me. X-Men or Avengers?
Avengers.
Yeah, Avengers.
For movies, Avengers. For comics, X-Men.
Although, love Wolverine.
Yes, he who needs to be an Avenger
needs to
once
be
his
an
deal
Avenger,
is
right,
done, right?
yeah.
Blackhawks or any other hockey team?
Blackhawks.
I will go with.
Seems pretty obvious. I'd pick the other ones. There's more of them.
Yeah, that's true. Statistically
True.
speaking,
Statistically speaking, you
I'll
would
go
still
with
be
the
incorrect.
New York Jets.
Nice choice. you
Century Spice
moron.
Road or Majesty for the Realm?
Majesty,
I'm gonna go with
maybe?
Century Golem Edition.
I think I would
actually.
have to go with Century.
Gosh, I don't know. One of those two.
Daffy or Donald? That's a good question.
Which one's Daffy?
Daffy is the
He's Bugs Bunny's nemesis.
is the black one with the orange feet, and
Or Donald? Okay.
Donald is the one that
I
looks
know
like a
Daffy,
sailor.
because Daffy's funny. Donald's kind of just Donald's like your grumpy old neighbor who just hates everything.
Yeah, he's like anger management duck.
Daffy at least is like, you feel for Daffy.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny's such a twerp.
I don't know. I'll go with Bugs Bunny, I think.
Key lime or coconut cream pies?
Oh, coconut cream. By
Both are good.
long
Both are
country
good.
mile.
Don't even.
Coconut cream is way better than key lime.
Anyone who comes to my house for Easter is
I
getting-
know you have to eat some sort of lime pie. I know
Well, you don't have
because
to.
you have
No one makes you.
Oh, I should buy one of those pies. Does she have them in the store?
She does.
Or do you have to like order it ahead of time?
She has some in the store.
Sold. Is it the weekend yet? I'm getting a pie.
That's what he's
What
doing.
made you get a pie?
He's
What-
gonna barricade himself in his house and just eat a whole pie.
All right. Well, okay. So stuck in traffic or flight delay?
Flight delay by a mile.
Flight delay
'Cause
because
flight
I'm
delay, you
not
can, like-
wasting gas at that point.
And you can also like,
You're sitting somewhere you can move and whatever and stand
I
and
can read a
walk
book,
and, yeah,
right?
And go to the bathroom.
Yeah, because when you're stuck in traffic, you're still on. You're still attentive the whole time.
Yes.
I can fall asleep at the airport if I need to.
You can technically fall asleep in traffic too. Just get people waking you up with their horns.
Well, that's that, folks. We really do need to get things done. We'll be doing some live stuff next week. As I said earlier, we're doing a live Thunderstone play next week, so keep an eye out for that. And probably be some live Q&As and stuff
I
throughout
might have
next
my
week,
kids
too.
come in and play some games with me on live
Well,
too
that's
because it's
apparently-
spring break.
Oh, I will be taking a break
All right.
myself.
I keep forgetting it's spring break.
Maybe I'll
next
do a
week.
Q&A next week.
All righty. Well, look for all that stuff on both this channel and on Twitch. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm the second guy.
Z Garcia.
That's me.
And I'm Sam Healy.
I can only think of pie.
See you on the flip
I
side.
can only think of pie. Put coconut on it. Throw some key lime pie.